Today is August 14th, 2023. Welcome to Planet of NY Sports. Here we talk Giants, Jets, and a little bit of the Knicks and Nets. We don't do baseball here, folks, anymore. Baseball season for us is over. We're done with the Yankees and we're done with the Mets. So they are not in the intro for the time being.
My Mets
Now,
thing.
you can all see the title. We got breaking news here. Dalvin Cook is going to the New York Jets. Roderick, give me your instant reaction.
I hope they take care of him, and I wish him the best in New York.
That's it?
Yeah,
You're not emotional or anything?
I'm getting emotional. I'm not gonna do that on camera though. So
Are you going to cry, Roger? Are you going to
I
cry?
might, I might, I might shed a tear or two.
All right. See, Roderick gets attached to his players. Roderick, like Justin Jefferson, if he ever leaves the Vikings, forget
I
about
will
it.
have a mental breakdown.
We saw what happened with Stephon Diggs. Roderick
Well, they
was
didn't see that.
well, no, they didn't see it, but we can just knowing your personality. We all know how that went when Roderick. Just what happened when Stephon Diggs got traded. Tell me about it.
I lost my mind. I had a jersey of his. I've never worn it since then because I just hated him. I don't even know where it is. I might have thrown it out. I don't know. I wanted to burn it, but my parents probably said no. So
All right. So now let's get into the Dalvin Cook aspect of things. Him signing with the New York Jets, giving them this. This is going to boost that backfield. And as we know, Brees Hall coming off of that injury, we know that it's going to take him a little bit. Probably, we don't know if he's ever going to be the same. I'm just going to say that because running backs we have seen after they start off strong, then they have this injury, and then goes downhill from there. We've seen that a million times. And we see that this is why the running back position, I'm not even going to go into that. We've made multiple videos about the running back position and getting paid. So Dalvin Cook did originally meet with the Jets 2 weeks ago. So we know that. But there was the rumor that they were not on the same page as he left without a contract. He, visited camp, talked to Aaron Rodgers, was talking to the whole team, blah, blah, blah. Nothing came of that. Now I'm just sitting on the couch here. I'm sitting on the couch. I get a notification. Dalvin Cook is signing with the New York Jets. So I don't know what changed, but I do want to acknowledge that the Patriots did sign Ezekiel Elliott today. He will be wearing number 15. Roderick, just real quick here, what do you think about that?
I hope Ezekiel Elliott does well himself, but this isn't really changing anything in the grand scheme of things. Like obviously, I hope he does well, but Ezekiel Elliott's certainly past his prime, and I mean we'll see how that works in that Patriots offense.
Yeah, for sure. And then so real quick here, Roderick, you saw it yourself. Dalvin Cook regressed. He regressed. I'm just gonna say that. No, it wasn't a big regression, but it was to the point where you could afford, especially with Alexander Madison, you can afford to move on from him. So just talk about that a little.
Well, the thing with Dalvin is he can do it all. Like I'm watching the highlights on my TV right now. He can run, he can catch. Pass blocking's a little iffy, but he's not the worst when it comes to that. The thing with Dalvin is it's his speed and it's like he's very quick. Like he has these cuts where it's like, how did he do that? And the thing is, when you get older, and especially when you're in running back, and he's had injury issues in the past, he hadn't played a full season up until a couple of years ago. Um, you worry about his quickness going down, especially after not having a team for part of training camp and the summer where he wasn't really doing too much work, I assume, if he's lost a step. And that's what Dalvin's game is. Like I'm looking at him right now. He can be in the backfield. It'll look like a guaranteed tackle loss. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. I'm like, oh, we're gonna lose 2-3 yards. He makes one cut, makes like a couple people miss, and then it's a gain of 3 or 4. So I mean, if he loses a step, he'll definitely be more in that middle tier running backs. I mean, right now he's still an elite. I don't want to say elite, but he's still a good running back. But if he loses that step, it might be, it might start to get a little iffy with New York there.
It could get iffy, sure, but the Jets have a nice running back room. They have a nice running back room now,
They
and
do.
I think that this signing was good because, like I said, Brees Hall is going to need some time to get back up to speed, and the Jets schedule, especially early in the season, is very very tough. We already know that they're opening up against Buffalo. Then you got Dallas,
Loss.
and
Loss. Sorry.
okay, we'll get into that later with how much
I
this moves the
apologize.
needle for the Jets because we know Roderick's opinion. Roderick thinks the Jets are highly overrated, which is
Yep.
debatable. But yes, they have the Patriots. They face Patriots at home. I think they will win that game. Then they have the Chiefs in a prime time slot. And then it gets a little easier with the Broncos, but then it gets hard again. Then you got the Eagles, the Giants, the Chargers, and even the Raiders. Who knows? And then the Bills again. The Jets schedule is tough. It's tough. And like I said here, Brees Hall, he's going to need a few weeks. I say at least 4 weeks to get up to speed, maybe more. And I don't know how you're feeling going in with Michael Carter and Bam. I don't know if you feel comfortable, with just those two guys leading at the helm, without Brees. If Brees is going to play, I don't know. But I think that this shores up your running back room. This shores it up. You got an experienced guy in there. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt, as he does have an injury history. But Roderick, so now, does this move the needle for you?
I don't. I don't think so. I mean, like the Jets' offense, obviously, it starts with a quarterback and playing Aaron Rodgers, and we don't know 100%. While everybody thinks he's going to be this great guy, we don't know how he's going to perform. And a running back, there's only so many games where you're like, oh, if we had a good running back, we would have won that game. And I feel like the Jets, with the running game that they did have last year, Dalvin Cook isn't really going to move the needle that much. And I mean, we saw what the Jets did last year in terms of the running game. They had a great running game, like I just said, but their team is predicated on their wide receivers, tight ends, and their quarterback at the end of the day. So this is nice. If I'm a Jets fan, I would be excited, but in terms of being realistic here, it's not gonna change, a lot unless you get prime Dalvin Cook, which I don't think you're gonna get.
Okay. And with that, Roderick, give me your updated record prediction for the New York Jets, or does it stay the same?
Let's flip out the handy dandy Chromebook.
Do you? I could have just listed the games for you, but
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I probably should have had this prehand beforehand, but yeah, my brain's a little not working right now. So obviously they have the Bills opening up the season. That's a loss. We can start there. You're
eh,
not beating Josh Allen. Game
eh,
two against Dallas in Dallas. No. New England, you get that game. Chiefs, moving on. Broncos, you win that game. The Broncos look terrible, might I add. That offensive line is atrocious.
and Russell Wilson
Eagles,
coaches.
Russell Wilson, Broncos country.
Let's
Let's let's die. All right, Eagles at home. You're not beating Philly. Sorry. The Giants at home. And I hate the Giants for no particular reason. But I like the Giants in that game. I gotta be honest with you. The Chargers. You get that game at home. The Chargers are gonna charge you. Okay, you win that one. Against the Raiders, you win that one. You're not going into Buffalo. I'll give this split with Miami, but I don't feel too confident about that. Atlanta's gonna be a tricky game. I tell you that right now. I think they pull it off, but we'll
trap game.
see. Houston, definitely a trap game. Houston, you'll win that game. Miami, you're not going to beat them in Miami. Washington, another trap game. I think they get that one, but I could easily see that going Washington's way. The Browns, I mean, this is going to be an interesting game. I mean, we don't know what Deshaun Watson's going to be like, especially week 17. So it's another toss up. And I think that I like the Browns in that one, but I'm going to pick the Jets just to give them the benefit of the doubt. And then Patriots again to finish the year. That comes out as a 10-7 record. However, I will say games like against the Chargers and the games against the Dolphins and the Commanders and Browns are all interchangeable. So that's four. I see them having, let's see, Patriots once, Texans, Raiders, Broncos. That's like five guaranteed wins in my opinion. I don't think this team is better than the teams that they play. Like, I don't think they're better than the Bills, the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Chargers. You know, these are just these games that I don't think they're going to win. So I still think they finish around the 7 to 9 win mark, and I think that they miss the playoffs.
Well, Jet fans, well, you hear the negative Nancy over here.
Boo-hoo.
Now look, you see the jerseys in the back. You know, my team, we got 4 Super Bowls. Not to be smug or anything, but
okay,
I'm gonna give you guys some credit. Unlike the guy that has seen them win no rings over there.
No, okay.
I'm gonna give you some credit. I'll put you guys at. I'll give you guys 11-6. I still think the Bills win the division, but I think the Bills are going to fall off this year, like a tiny smidge. I think the Bills are going to fall off. I'm not saying. I'm not going to say that. I think they'll just lose an extra game or two. That's what I think.
Like 12-5.
Yeah. Okay. Or the division may be close, like either whether if it's with the Jets or Miami or all 3, which I could.
So what's the AFC standings then? So where does Miami finish?
Do you want me to go? Okay, I have Miami at possibly the same thing but this is if Tua stays healthy, which
major question mark.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm like very so on Miami. But if Tua miraculously stays healthy, this could be a 10+ win team, and they could be competing for the division title. Yes, I know the AFC is very tough. It's very tough, but the Jets still have that defense. They finally upgraded the quarterback position. I think they will beat the Patriots twice, because last year, if Daniel Jones was back, if you were back there, if I was back there, if either one of us were playing QB, we probably could have done a better job than Zach Wilson and beat the Patriots that game.
Yeah,
that was
not to forget they won one of the games on a punt return at the last second. So the Patriots weren't anything special either.
No, that's why I said I think you sweep them. All right. But the other 4 divisional games, both against Miami, both against Buffalo, they're going to be tough. That's why that opening game against Buffalo is a must-win game. I'm putting it out there right now for the Jet fans. I'm not a Jet fan, but I think this is pretty much common. You got to win this game.
Especially at home. Mm-hmm. In Buffalo, you're probably not going to win that, but at home, you got to win that game.
You have a chance. You have a chance at home. You have a chance.
All the hype, everything that's gone into the offseason, going into that game, must-win game, 100%. And I say that too, even though this isn't their video, the Giants, that's also a must-win game.
Yeah.
Same scenario.
Yeah.
Same scenario.
Yeah. But it's not as much as a crucial game as Jets
one. Yes.
Jets Bills is more important here, because the Giants, it can be close and it's like, all right, fine, whatever. But like the Jets and the Bills, the Jets need to make a statement. They need to make a statement, because last year, the team that Roger compares this team to, the Denver Broncos, we saw what happened against Seattle.
Disaster.
That was a disaster. That was terrible. We saw Russell Wilson. He was horrible. So you can either have that happen, or you can make a statement. You can tell Buffalo we're here. Or
you can Jets it up.
Yeah, you can. You'll still be the Jets, and and then you're going to hear Joe Beningo, the pain, and all the Jet fans are going to be mad, overreacting. Aaron Rodgers sucks. Blah blah blah. Why do we do this? If you can all do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all in the next video. Please leave a comment too as well. Give me your thoughts on this Dalvin Cook signing. We'll see you all in the next video.